Everybody, how's it going? I wanted to start this video off with me coming in, and because this is going to be this 395 Husqvarna modified by John Bob Millwright and his company, the Skunk Works saws. I just wanted to go over this because the footage is just me cutting. And beginning of my journey with this saw. This is my first ported saw. It's ported by a good friend of mine, which means even more. But I mean, this thing is, well, I think it's 92 cc's, I think. 7 something horsepower. This is a lot of saw. Especially, and I never got what all my friends in the saw community were saying, we've got to have a ported saw. Now I know. So anyway, yeah, this footage is me. I've got I'm running a 36-inch Husqvarna bar. Turn this around a little bit, which is kind of good for milling anyway. I had trouble finding ripping chain in 058. So this is Carlton milling ripping chain, whatever you want to call it. And I am doing some bucking on my big stumps that I've got. They're probably 36, 38-inch oak stumps that were cut about a year ago. There's plenty of stringy, wet meat in them. They're still, you know, it's dry, maybe a couple inches in, but you know, on in from that 2 inches, it's still wet. Still something to get through. Let's see what else. So 36. So just to quickly go over what he's done to this saw was. I bought this saw end of the summer and sent it directly to him. Didn't even have it delivered here. It's my understanding from my friends that port saws that it's nice to be able to port on a new saw, whereas an old saw, you spend a lot of time cleaning it up before you can even start your work. But anyway, porting, what does that mean? Porting means they take the motor apart, and on the inside where the cylinder is, there's ports. There's these openings for air and exhaust. And they take away some metal to allow for better circulation and better airflow. Sometimes those ports are squared off, they'll round those off and stuff. But it's kind of an art form. It's not even something, I'm pretty mechanical, and it's not even something I would even try. It takes a lot of experience because you're changing the chamber in there, and then you have to readjust the saw to what you just did to it. So knowing where you're at, and knowing how to adjust the saw after you put it all back together, that's where it really comes in. That's where the art really is. Muffler was modified. This is the original hole, I believe. And he put a, this looks like about an inch and an eighth pipe on it. So I've got a lot of exhaust coming out. He also tickled the oil pump in it to get more oil to the bar, because generally when I'm milling, and I'm going to be doing some freehand milling, but the bar is going to be buried in the wood. So we're not really worried about RPMs. We're just worried about steadiness and torque and just getting this thing through the log without damaging the saw. So that's pretty much the rundown on what's going on in the video. So after all of that, I hope you enjoy it. You get a really good taste of how it's running. I think the car, I didn't even really feel like I needed to adjust the carburetor. I mean, it just rips. Everything was just going great. I do want to get some normal, like Full House or Skip or whatever, skip tooth chain. I want to get some normal bucking chain, and because I think it was taking me a while with less teeth, and the angle on the teeth is much fatter. It's not as acute, so you're not getting as many cuts on a cross cut. And you'll notice in the video where the cross cuts, the bucking seems to take a little bit longer, but man, when I get to like quartering those stumps, it's just boom, that saw just dives in. So that was a thrill. The whole thing is just a thrill. It's like, to me, this is like a family movie. It is in a way, because of the people involved. So John Bob, amazing. Best experience I've had with a saw. I can say that straight up. And my buddy Doug posted that Neotech is now making a clone 3120. So that could be happening at some point. That's been like my dream saw. And it's bigger than this one. I think it's 100 and something cc's. It's big. But if you're gonna mill some big stuff, you gotta have these big saws. So anyway, enjoy the show, skip around, you know, and I'll jump back in at the end because the cutting just kind of stops, and so enjoy.
is stretching. Woo, woo, woo. Boy, that stretched quickly. All right, well, let's give it another pop here. There's. You're telling me you need a ported saw. And I've been like, no, I don't need a ported saw. Blah, blah, blah. Well, I tell you, when you run a ported saw, then you know what they're talking about. This thing is bloody crazy. Okay. 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 Oh yeah. Oh. Yes. Yes. Here we go. Sorry, got to hit the decomp. It's a monster. Be right back. Here we go again. That's a little more manageable, maybe. Oh. All right. To my way of thinking, if you're going to make axes, you need to have a way or several ways to test them. So, much to my wife's chagrin, I always keep a small wood deck in the backyard here. This is eventually going to get fenced off and out of sight, but you have to be able to test the tools you're making even before you send them off to the testers. We've got 3 testers right now that are really doing a great job. Testers, thank you, you rock. I really appreciate it. You really put these axes through their paces. I appreciate it. What am I gonna do here? I think this guy is gonna have to go. Okay, hit this. Well, John Bob, thank you. It's a heck of a build. It's a heck of an experience.
Well, to my saw friends who watched, and to anyone who was at the end here that was nice enough to stay till the end, or even if you skipped to the end, which I totally understand, thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, you're looking at the beginning of a new part to the business. I'm going to be bringing my own trees to the shop and processing the slabs myself. I'll still do some splitting, and some of it might be like a hybrid of splitting and finishing it up with the chainsaw. But the need to get the logs out of the bark and into a form to where they can start drying immediately is that day is here. Once the big handle machine goes into operation, I'll still be doing this, but it'll be on a much more limited basis. This will all be for hand selected wood. Once the handle machine gets going, I'm gonna have to, you know, have suppliers that are just going to bring me boards. I won't have the luxury of, you know, going out and having fun in the woods and on the log deck. Anyway, John Bob, this is an amazing machine. I hope you're thinking about doing it more often for more people, because you and Aaron Lynch, Aaron, he's another saw artist and friend. Bellhopper, same. These guys know how to tickle these saws and just make them better, and you really feel it. There's a couple of times where I'm on that log and that saw just pulls me right to the log. So anyway, thanks. We're coming up on 750 subscribers. Cool, awesome, really glad. The banter has been great. Thanks for everyone that's in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It's gonna be a heck of a journey. It's been a heck of a journey so far, and it's gonna be an even more heck of a journey now that things are starting to roll. But anyway, I am very thankful for this saw, and check out Skunkworks Saws, because he's an artist and he's a cool dude too. So anyway, there's that. Talk to you later.